men playing in women's sports is insane. Okay, it's insane. I mean, I can't even imagine anybody thinking anything other. Like, you have to have borders.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, guys, it's the Red Carpet Rain here. Turnbuckle King here in the building. We're here to talk about Trump pushes anti-trans, about Olympic boxers on Undertaker's podcast. This is Donald Trump and Undertaker talking about the male transition and female athletes and whatnot. This is when Undertaker also had his daughter on a podcast. Let's check it out. You guys get the likes up. And this is going to be interesting, guys. We are talking about Donald Trump talks about male and female sports. Now, you guys know that Donald Trump, you know that he was on Undertaker's podcast, 6 Feet Under with Mark Calaway. Now, he has some interesting things to say on the podcast. Now, you know that Undertaker, I made a video about it with Undertaker, Kane. They're also a part of the presidential campaign, to vote for Trump. But Trump has some interesting things to say about the podcast. Yeah, interesting things to say, with Undertaker. Undertaker had his co-host with him. Undertaker was dressed up with Trump. But let's see what he had to say, though. And he had his daughter with him, too. So let's see what Mr. Donald Trump had to say. He's running because we know that election's coming up in 2 weeks.
Quite the quarterback, too.
But you don't want to go and wrestle a guy like if you were doing that, because people do that, like your father. Right? He's a little too much to handle, right? No, I will get rid of it fast. Men playing in women's sports is insane, okay? It's insane. I mean, I can't even imagine anybody thinking anything other. Like, you have to have borders, right? You have to have fair elections. Where are the people that want it? Have you ever met anybody that said, we want men playing in women's sports? I've never met anybody. I know there's got to be some kind of a movement. I'm going to terminate that immediately. I'll terminate it. I'm not going to let it happen. Yesterday, a volleyball player got hit. Female team where somebody transitioned. And you don't think of volleyball. She got hit. Now, this was a man who transitioned to a woman, and they showed the shot. And it was all girls. There were girls. Older, like 18, 19, 20, very good players, like All-American type players. I think a college team or something. And they had the one guy on the one team, and he was up so high in the air, and he smashed that ball. You don't see that. And this ball came at her at a speed that she's never seen, get really whacked her. But other volleyball players were hurt. But the best is weightlifting, where you see a record that stood for like 15 years, and they're putting, an eighth of an ounce on each side of the bar. You know this better. Yeah. And then some person that transitioned to a female from a male. Have you lifted before? Not much, no. Well, here we are. So he got, then they added like 100 pounds to it. He's still lifting. Yeah. So it's crazy. The swimmers too. Look at the swimmers. Yeah. I mean, the swimmers, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
So, and I think it's very demeaning to women. But, she wants to play sports and she wants to play against women. You don't necessarily want to play against men. It's okay, but you don't want to do it. Did you see the boxing match at the Olympic boxing? Did you see the guy?
I did.
Did you see that beautiful Italian girl? She's supposed to be a good boxer. She took just a left jab. The guy's up, he goes, boom. That's like a defensive punch. So it goes like that. I never saw it quite like that. She didn't actually go down. She walked back to her corner. She said, I just got hit harder than I've ever been hit before.
It was ridiculous.
Then the corner pushes her back out. You can do it. You can do it. But he goes with another left jab. And she walked off. She said, there's no way I can beat that. Now, there were two people in the Olympics, because I didn't even know they have female boxing. There were two people that transitioned into women. Both of them won the gold medal. Shockingly. Are you shocked to hear that?
Imagine that, right?
How would you like to play this guy? Okay?
So that is Donald Trump speaking on the male and female athletes in sports today. He went on Undertaker's podcast. He had his views on it. Say he does not agree with men being that transition being women's sports. He said if he's elected, he's going to shut that down. He will not be going for none of that. And Undertaker, it seemed like he seemingly agrees. But what do you guys think of this whole situation? Did Donald Trump have a point when he said that? That's crazy. CB2K, salute to you. Logan Paul got heat for telling truth about the boy-girl boxer. True. Gerard said politicians are so fake here speaking with Mark Calaway. Seemed fake, phony. Why is he having his daughter there? This is cringe. I won't have my daughter listen to Trump whilst I'm interviewing him. You know, some people could say that maybe Undertaker there is being truthful, or maybe it's seen as a political move. Maybe.
Spoken and spun like a true politician. I mean,
but that's what people are saying about it. Now, I know so many people was not happy about the podcast with Undertaker and Trump. I know Mick Foley spoke on it. A few other people spoke on it. They was not too thrilled about what Undertaker and Trump had to say, because we know that Undertaker is on the side of Trump. So is Kane. I know Batista is on the side of Kamala Harris and all of that. But definitely, it's crazy. Whilst Carlito Hot Water, for saying, he said, he called, the Asian people, he called Chinese. That's why. But other than that, that's all I have. That's, of course, Donald Trump being on the 6 Feet Under podcast with Undertaker. And, of course, we talked about round 1, WWE Raw. Braun Breaker wins Intercontinental title. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman clash. You guys let me know, what do you think of Donald Trump and Undertaker and everything else. So it's definitely going to be interesting in the next upcoming weeks for the election. And we're going to see who else. Don't be surprised if we see Kamala Harris on a popular podcast as well for maybe a wrestling channel. Who knows? All right, guys, that's all we have regarding Trump pushes anti-trans lies about Olympic boxers on the Undertaker's podcast. Now, for this touchy subject here, some people think that Trump is lying about what he's saying. However, there are others that are saying Trump is telling the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, these two definitely have their opinions on the male and female athletes transitioning. And what you heard what Trump said, he's going to make some changes when he gets reelected. But you know what? I'll leave that up to you guys. You guys let me know, what do you think of the podcast of Donald Trump being on 6 Feet Under with Mark Calaway, a.k.a. The Undertaker? And also, Undertaker have his daughter on there, having to listen to. I know some people are buzzing saying, why is the daughter on there? That's too much. But you guys click out the links to the two videos. OUT.